Alright, what's going on, boys? This is not the kind of video I want to that I want to make, but unfortunately, you guys see by the title, you guys see what I got in here in front of me. We're gonna get straight into it. TikTok user Mirji Brown, a 21-year-old woman, has posted these 3 videos totaling 19 minutes accusing Alex Pereira of rape during the UFC 302 fight weekend. So that's Makhachev versus Poirier. The UFC 302 event took place in Newark, New Jersey, while the UFC Fighter Hotel was in Jersey City, New Jersey. Quick thing I want to say, guys, if these crimes are happening, right, in real time, why are these women going on social media? I thought that when a crime happens, you immediately go to the police, right? You immediately get the kid when these kind of things happen. But let's just get straight into this, man. It's just another day, another accusation. You know what I mean? So let's just see what's going on here.
Okay, this is like my 40th time trying to make this video, so I'm going to try to do it again without crying.
Immediately looking for sympathy off the rip. And I'm just going to break this video down, guys. I'm not trying to pick a side here. I'm just going to break it down because if you don't understand female nature, you'll understand a little bit here. But already, she's looking for sympathy off the rip, right?
Alex Pereira's assistant, translator, I don't know who he is to him. His name is Mel. My friend followed him on Instagram over 2 months ago. He DMs her after she follows him, asks her questions like how long she had been doing kickboxing for, how she got into it, stuff like that. He asks her if she's going to the fight in New Jersey that we went to. I don't know what number it was. I'm not into it like that, like she is. This was my first time ever meeting Alex or knowing who he was. I'm not a huge UFC fan. I just got into it because my friend was into it. Alex's assistant, translator, best friend, whoever he was, his name is Mel, asks my friend if she wants to meet up with him in New Jersey when she goes to the fight. He also says that Alex is wondering if she has a friend for him. I know it sounds stupid and unbelievable because I couldn't believe it myself. Why is this guy asking a 20-year-old girl to put him on with one of her friends when he's a 30-year-old, however, father who should be able to just like talk to a woman his age?
Already, people are so dumb, man. Just go to anybody. Just go to anybody nowadays, right? Go to not even just go to anybody and ask them how old is their mother and how old is their father. Guys, this is a regular thing. Women date guys that are older. Women like older men. You ask majority of women, they're gonna like older men, and men like younger women. There is nothing wrong with that. That's what's wrong with y'all brainwashed bot brains. Worry about the people that are actually pedophiles, the ones that are going for underage people. That's what we need to worry about. If someone's 40 and they want to mess with an 18-year-old, who cares? It's illegal. Worry about the actual weirdos that are going for the 10-year-olds and the child, worry about them. Let's start to use our brains. She's already sounding like a complete moron off the rip. So let's...
At the fight, it was planned out on purpose because he does this all the time. My friend sends Mel, the assistant and the translator, whoever he was, he never really gave us an explanation who he was. She sends him my Instagram. Mel shows Alex my Instagram. Apparently, the only thing he said was chama. I'll try and find the text proof where my friend was telling me this, which is disgusting now that I know what his intent was. We go to New Jersey. Mel hits up my friend, invites us both to a private training at a gym called Cruise MMA, where Alex is training. We're the only women in there except for this older woman who's married to one of the...
Guys, please be careful out there, fellas. Stop dealing with these scum. That's what we're doing. These scum. Stop dealing with these scum. We need to bring back the firing squad. We need to implement the death penalty for women, because this is an issue within itself, that lie on men with these kind of accusations. If these things are happening, why aren't these women going to the police? And why do these things blow over after a while? Do you guys notice that? Why do these women that go on the internet, they make these insane claims, right? They did not go to the police, but they're all over TikTok. This is why TikTok needs to get banned. But I don't want to get too much off track here. But we need to bring back we need to bring up the death penalty for women that actually make false accusations, because guys are going to jail for a long time. All types of crazy stuff are happening. And if these women are seeing that they're able to lie like this and get away with it, they're going to keep doing it. But if you start adding in the death penalty, bringing back the firing squad, bringing back the electric chair for these evil scum, then it's going to start to calm down, because they're going to realize there's consequences for falsely accusing people. Notice how she's already just she's doing everything at every bit of the story. Disgusting. Why is he a 30-year-old man when it's out a 20-year-old? Watch how she's going to say all these things, and she's going to end up putting herself in a position. If she thought this guy was such a creep and a weirdo, she would have never went to begin with. If he's 30 years old, you know this, you're 20 years old, do not go. If you find it so creepy and so weird, don't go. But notice how she's going to try to make him seem like a creep and a weirdo at every single turn of the story to try to further validate what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, where's the evidence of this? Did you go to the police? Why are you on TikTok about such a serious allegation? But this is the day and age we live in, where girls like Hawk Tua going viral for doing what? For acting like she's spitting on a dick? Like, are we serious? So...
the people that's also sparring.
Tired of these scum, man.
I'm hoping I can find security footage. My friend spars with him. I videotape the whole time, and I'm sitting down watching. I can post the video that I took also, where my friend is sparring with him. Him and Mel take me and my friend outside of the gym that we were in after the training session. He comes on to me, goes behind me, looks at my ass, and approves to his translator, which is also disgusting. Now,
so if that's disgusting, I would be assuming, okay, cool. If you're there and you find that that's disgusting, oh no, I don't really like that vibe. Guess what you're able to do? Leave. You know what? I don't want to be here anymore. I'm creeped out. Let's hope to pray to God that this girl left after that. Because if this is what she was seeing off the rip, right? She would leave. You would assume that she would leave. Watch these women's story and watch how it makes no type of sense. If that was so weird, which that's perfectly fine. If you didn't like the advance that he made right there, cool. You have all obligations to say, hey, that was kind of weird. I'm uncomfortable. I'm going to leave now. And nobody would bat an eye for that. Perfectly fine. But let's see what happens after that.
Now that I know what his intent was, like I was cattle or something. Mind you, this man doesn't speak any English. I don't know what he's saying the entire time. His translator is translating for me everything he's saying and everything I'm saying.
Okay, so why the hell did you... Why didn't you leave if this translator just literally told you that? He literally just said that's what was translated. Why are you still there? Why did you not leave?
He tries to kiss me outside of Cruz MMA gym. I grab his face and I push him away. I will try to find security footage from a building around it if possible. We leave the training. They then invite us to like a meeting or like something.
Two instances where she had the chance to leave and you didn't want to, you wanted to just stay there, right?
That was outside where they were like signing stuff, I guess. I don't know. But we turned it down because it was outside and it was super hot and we had already done our makeup and gotten ready for the UFC fight that night. So they then invite us to dinner before the UFC fight. We were gonna go out, according to them, but he sends us an address and our Uber takes us to a very nice hotel where Alex is staying, and a bunch of, I guess, UFC fighters are also there.
Pause real quick. UFC 302, Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev. How long ago was that? I'm tired of these rats, man. I'm tired. I mean, they're not even rats. They're aliens. I'm tired of these aliens. June, July, August, 2 months later. This happened, right? Supposedly this happened, allegedly. We are now in the month of August. Why didn't this already come out? Was there a police report anywhere? I hope that she says she went to the police and got a kit or whatever she had to do if this happened, right? You would think, right? We living in a clown world nowadays.
His assistant and translator, Mel, brings us into this fancy hotel. I can find security footage proof of this also. And it's just a bunch of like UFC people sitting in a circle, and Alex looks up at us, looks angry as fuck, and tells his assistant Mel to take us out of the hotel. And everyone is looking at us like, who are these girls? Why are they here? I don't know either. I'm just like there because they asked us to, and like I didn't realize they were bad people.
Yeah. Oh no. I didn't realize they were bad people. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm just gonna make up this story where, you know, he tried to grab my butt, but I was like, no, and he kissed me, but you know, I just stood there. I didn't realize there was anything that I didn't like or something maybe going wrong, but I'm gonna just keep appearing where they want me to. Come on, man. We gotta like I said, if we bring the death penalty for these false accusers, they're gonna stop. We just have to have consequences for actions. Like, you don't touch the stove because the stove is hot. It's going to burn you, right? We know that. But these women are able to, in this La La Land world, touch the stove and say, oh, I'm not getting burned. Oh, wow. I'm going to keep doing it. Doesn't make sense, but I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, people are going to feel sad for me if I act like I got burnt. Let's feel sorry for her. What?
He makes us leave the hotel, and he brings us to the Courtyard Marriott across the street from it. They have 2 hotel rooms that they have already bought for that night, which is disgusting. It was all planned out. They take us to the Courtyard Marriott across the street from the actual hotel that Alex is staying at. We go to the restaurant in the like lobby of the Courtyard Marriott. I can find security footage proof of this also. They buy us a flatbread pizza, and then they ask, well, Mel is asking all of this. Alex doesn't speak any English, he's just translating. Mel asks us how old we are. I said, I'm 21. My friend says that she's 20 years old, not old enough to drink alcohol. So he talks to Alex, tells him how old we say we are, and then they buy us, I think, 2 glasses of wine. So, mind you, they're buying alcohol for a 20-year-old girl that is not old enough to drink alcohol, and this is on security footage. Didn't make me sign an NDA before he did any of this, like, just did it, because he does this all the time, probably. It was so routine and planned out.
See, that's the problem. That's why, guys, actually, that I'm not condoning that. I'm not condoning having someone underage drink. But that's the problem. This is why men of status need to have every single woman that comes around them sign an NDA. Because if you're there, right, and you're going to participate in whatever the hell they got going on, you're there. Notice how she had multiple times she wanted to leave. Look at. I don't want to sound like I'm just like some type of superhero or something, but I can just look at people now, and when I hear their stories, it's so easy for me to catch when someone's just lying. Something went wrong along the lines between the communication of her and Alex Pereira. Maybe she thought she was the number one girl or something, or maybe she got upset something wasn't done the way she wanted to be done. And there's a few sayings about women like hell have no fear, some kind of the scorn of a woman or whatever. And this is the kind of stuff that can happen, guys. Like, you know, regular guys, we're regular right now, right? But if you're watching this video and you're gonna end up being somebody one day, you believe that, you're working towards that, or you are somebody, you stumbled across this video, just have these scum sign NDAs, man. Or if you have a wife, just worry about your wife and just, you know, play things very smart, I should say. But just don't just indulge with any woman, because there's something wrong with these women nowadays, man. Something is wrong with their brain where they just think it's okay to do these kind of things because they don't get the harsh consequences they should get. I say we bring back the death penalty, or we bring in the death penalty for false accusers, man. There's no space for that in this world. It's an election year. There's already a war going on. You know, inflation is through the roof. Gas prices up. You know, everything's just going crazy. Stock market crashing. We're in a chaotic time, and the last thing we need any time for are these moron of women that run around and make false accusations. That's one of the bottom of the barrel stuff, and it really hurts the people that are actually getting harmed, actually getting hurt. They're filling out police reports immediately. We're actually catching the actual criminals. It hurts that whole process when you have. Let's just keep going.
They're giving us drinks. Alex won't get off of me. I'm not into it because I don't know this man. I don't like being touched if I am not, like, if I don't know you and I'm not comfortable with you. Even if you're my family member, I just don't like being touched.
Okay, so leave. Another instance. You're able to get, not one time do you hear her say, you know what, I decided to just get up and leave. Why are you there? Oh, please bring the death penalty for false accusations, man. Please.
I'm starting to get tipsy and I feel sick because I don't do well when I drink.
Oh, I have wine and I'm already getting annoyed before. I was already annoyed beforehand, but I'm just gonna get tipsy around someone that I suppose to be a threat. So much of a threat that I want to get tipsy around them. Wow. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. They're a threat to me, so I'm gonna get tipsy because they're so much of a threat. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm gonna get tipsy.
But I'm trying to calm my nerves. He won't get off of me. He keeps asking me to go to the bathroom with him, or he's asking Mel, and Mel is telling me this. So I guess this is how he gets away with it, because he didn't technically, well, no, because he did it. He just technically didn't say any of it to my face. He said it through his translator, and his translator said it to my face. But his translator wasn't the one who assaulted me. He's telling his translator to ask me to go to the bathroom with him. I'm telling him no because I don't do that. I get uncomfortable and nervous. And as much as you guys think that I'm this, like, whore, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on TikTok. As much as you guys think these things about me just because of the line of work that I do, I just do what I have to do to make ends meet.
Woo! Another fact has been exposed, guys. We're going to her page right now. Notice this, guys. These kinds of, I'm telling you guys right now, these kinds of women are the women you stay far away from. They're poisoned and they're demonic in their brain. They're evil, they're poisoned, and they're tainted forever, because the line of work that she just said, guys, I'm assuming she's probably on OF or some kind of crazy work. We're gonna download TikTok right now. I don't keep TikTok on my phone because it's a very y'all see me downloading it. Yeah, it's being downloaded, but it's a very toxic app. But look how she's telling the story, and now she's getting ready to cry, and oh yeah, man. I mean, guys, if y'all made it this far in this video, thank you, because you guys are actually, you know, allowing me to break this video down. You guys are not just being bots and just saying, oh, I'm gonna watch 1 second of the video. Of course. Alright, guys, so we found her TikTok, guys. Let's take a look at her TikTok. Let's take a look at her TikTok. Oh my god! I get uncomfortable around wine, and I don't do that, and I was so uncomfortable. Guys, I'm telling y'all, man. Yo, bro, I'm telling y'all, boys, man. All right, let's dig deeper here, because I'm here to break this video down in full, man. I'm not playing around, bro. I'm here to break this video down in full. I don't have IG, so we're gonna take this IG. Give me a second. Copy. Guys, come on, man. And because I'm on YouTube, I don't want to go too crazy, but damn, not gonna lie, that's what we have to fight as men, though. We have to fight that urge. But guys, look, OF, OnlyFans, guys. So that y'all get the point. Some of this is probably gonna have to get blurred out a little bit, because it's getting a little bit explicit. But y'all, damn, that kind of turn me on a little bit. Shit, damn. She a capper, but we gotta be careful, fellas. Damn. Woo. Okay, guys, y'all get the point, though. All right, some of that's gonna definitely have to get blurred out. I can't do too much, but y'all get the point. OnlyFans girl. I'm not. Let's just get into it.
That has nothing to do with anything. I don't put out the first time meeting somebody because I have a lot of trauma and I get
Of course.
nervous and scared.
Of course. These kind of girls, man, that do this OF work, oh, I do what I have to do, they're morons, because that's not the only line of work that there is in this world. If you believe that, F you, okay? Because shout out to all the nurses, even though we know how nurses get. Shout out to the firefighters, just shout out to teachers, any female that's a makeup artist, or you do your nails and you're trying to make ends meet, whatever you do, whether you work at the hospital. Shout out to all the hardworking women out there. Not these thoughts. I mean the actual hardworking women that actually put their, and time, energy, effort into working hard, clocking in, clocking out. Or maybe they have their own business. Shout out to you guys too. The women that have made it and they're doing their thing, musicians, all of that. Shout out to the women that actually do something other than just sell their body, because that's the easy way out. Is there money in that? Unfortunately, we live in a crazy time, so yes. But don't act like that's the only way to make money. So don't try to sit there and act like this is validated, okay? But she's bad, though. I'm just gonna be honest, y'all. What I seen off of that, goddamn.
I'll try to find security footage. Legally, they have to be able to pull this up, right? Like, Alex can't, somehow, get it erased. That would literally not be fair. I'm gonna try my hardest to find the security footage.
Jesus.
If it actually ends up, going to court or, something happens. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. I just posted it because I just wanted to talk about it.
I just wanted to talk about it, but I don't want to go to the police.
Go to the bathroom with my friend after Alex has been coming on to me the whole night, and I feel sick and uncomfortable and like I'm about to throw up. I tell her in the bathroom, at no point during this whole entire visit with these people are you to leave me, because I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, you don't leave me, but I'm not comfortable, but I'm gonna stay. I have all the right to just leave when I want, but I'm uncomfortable, so please don't leave me, because I'm incapable of leaving by myself. This is what I mean with these damn morons, man. 21 years old, grown woman, adult, has the ability to go work a job, has the ability to go to school and get a degree, do something, multiple different options, chooses to do OnlyFans, and then on top of that, she has an inability to be an adult and walk out of a situation she claims she's uncomfortable in, supposedly, but she ended up staying there, but she was uncomfortable. Okay.
We agree that we won't leave each other at any point, because Mel, the assistant and the translator, is also hitting on my friend, who's 20 years old. I don't know how old this man was.
She says that, right? Little does she know she has an OF. Don't you think that there's boys out there that are getting hold of your pictures that you're selling online? Don't you think that's happening? Don't you think you're playing in a weird game when you're selling pictures to random men? Look at this weirdo talking about somebody being weird and a creep and all this. You're literally selling pictures of yourself. Like, you're a real life, you're scum. That's what you do. You sell pictures of yourself to random strange men online. That's what you do. And you're going to try to sit there and justify and say you're just trying to do what you need to. No, you sell pictures of yourself to men online. And guess what? Underage boys are also seeing those pictures too, because guess what? It's the internet. And the internet is wild. It's a rabbit hole. Things get exposed quick. People can get your photos, put it on Reddit. All types of things can happen. A boy can get his mom's credit card, dad's credit card, buy off of there. Crazy things happen all the time.
I'm trying to tell Alex's assistant to tell Alex that I don't put out like that after I meet someone for the very first time, and that I need him to get to know me and to work for it. I, quote, said to his translator...
Work for it. Pay attention to that, guys. Work for it. So, you see how the story doesn't add up? At that point, if you're so uncomfortable, all these different things happen. He tried to look at your butt, or he tried to kiss you. If all these weird things happen, you show up at the hotel and you guys are being given wine. All these weird things are happening. Why would you tell this person, if you're so uncomfortable at that point, why would you say, oh, he has to work for it? How does that make sense? It doesn't make any kind of sense. At that point, you would tell him, I'm creeped out, I want to leave. And then you would make the decision to leave right then and there. You wouldn't sit there and say, oh, he has to work for it. What the hell? If I'm around a female and she's a complete idiot and a weirdo and I'm just not feeling her, I'm not going to tell her she has to work to be able to get this D. I'm going to be like, you ain't getting this D. I'm out of here. I would have been left. But do you guys see how this makes no sense? Please stick along for this entire video because it's important. I'm tired of these scum capping. I'm tired of it, bro.
Trying not to be a prude and annoying, but I told him, I was like, how do I say you have to work for it? His assistant laughs, tells Alex, and Alex tells his assistant to tell us that he really likes us and he's going to take us on a trip to the Dominican Republic to get to know us better, because I guess he's trying to, like, convince me that he's not, you know, just trying to take advantage of me. So I'm like, okay, like, that's great. I don't have a passport. Like, can you, like, let me know, like, when this is happening so I can, like, pack and, like, get ready for it?
Oh my God, these are creeps and weirdos and they try to look at me and I'm uncomfortable. Please don't leave me because I'm uncomfortable. Hey, would you like to go on a trip with us? Of course! I gotta get a passport. What the fuck? Oh my God. Guys, don't mess with OnlyFans girl. She's attractive. I'm gonna be honest. I saw it there. She's attractive. Everything's there. But guys, these OnlyFans girls are traumatized. They're poisoned out of their mind. Weird things have happened. This is why they're in that industry. Do not trust someone that is willing to sell their self online. They're willing to put explicit photos of themselves online. It's very tempting. I know I'm not in that position of being a lit person or a high status guy, so I don't know what it's like to have to, you know, but guys, there's a bunch of other girls that are not OF models and there's beautiful girls all over the place. You can go on TikTok and scroll through TikTok and find a random girl streaming on her live or something, and if you're this high status guy, write her right there, DM her and fly her out. You don't have to deal with OF girls. Ban OF girls. Let's just do that. Let's ban OF girls.
Right? Like, I mean, I make my own money and I don't need this man's money. Is not me trying to get his money.
You make your own money off of off other men. I make my own money, but I don't need this man's money. Meanwhile, she's making money off men.
I literally could not care less if I don't get anything out of this except for to find my own voice again. I just wanted to talk about my story. I was not expecting his fans to be as bad as he is, but I guess I should have known. We have to split up because it's time to go to the UFC fight. His translator and Alex go on their own. Me and my friend take an Uber. It goes terribly. The fight ends. Afterwards, his assistant Mel sends an Uber to our location after the UFC fight and brings us back to the courtyard Marriott where we were gonna go out. We were gonna go there and they were gonna drive us, and they were talking about going to, I don't know, they were talking about going to strip clubs, and they were. Okay, this is.
Okay, so let's go to the next video, guys.
He asked. Just to be clear also, that picture that I posted where everyone is saying that it looks like I'm a fan that asked him to take a picture with me, I did not ask for that picture. I asked for no pictures. I didn't know who this man was. My friend asked for pictures with him after asking me to record her sparring with him, and then he asked on everyone that I know and love's life. He asked for pictures with me. I did not ask for those pictures. He asked his assistant to ask my friend after he asked to take the pictures. He asked his assistant to ask my friend to have me send the pictures to her, and then she sends it to my assistant because he wanted the pictures, because it was probably a trophy for him. I did not ask for those pictures. That's besides the point, but basically his assistant sent
the trophy for him. Alex Pereira, top 3 star in the company of Ultimate Fighting Championship, 2 division champion in the UFC and Glory Kickboxing. And him asking you for a picture is, you're assuming he wants it as some sort of trophy, some random OnlyFans model from God knows where. We're doomed, man. We're doomed.
Sends us an Uber to where we are after the UFC fight and brings us back to the courtyard Marriott where we were supposed to be waiting for Alex to get back from an interview, I think he said, and then we were going to go out. He was talking about going to strip clubs and like having a fun night while we were all in New Jersey, New York for the weekend. We wait for like 2 hours for Alex to come while his friend is on the phone talking about like kids with cancer and big money transfers and things that had to do with Alex. And we were like, hey, it's getting kind of late. Like, is Alex coming? Like, what's the plan? Should we just go back home because we're kind of tired? Like, if we're going to have plans, can we like get on with it? Because it's already getting very late. At this point, I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. Eventually, Alex comes to the hotel room after the interview that he was at, and he says that he doesn't want to go out. He wants to enjoy the time that he has with the people he's with. Some bullshit like that. And then he takes off his clothes, gets into bed, orders food, and then is trying to get me to get into bed with him. My friend and me and the translator are all sitting on the couch, and he's just sitting in bed staring at me and telling his translator to tell me things and trying to convince me to get into bed with him. I eventually get into bed with him.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god, man. Oh my god, does anybody believe this girl? Really? We believe this bullshit? We're gonna keep believing this bullshit from these females? Are you kidding? It never ceases to amaze me, man. Yo, if this guy is a creep and all these things happen, you have multiple chances to leave, they offer you a trip, you say you're down to go on the trip, these are weirdos, so you're gonna go on a trip with weirdos supposedly, then you're still uncomfortable, you told your friend to stay with you, you guys made this pact, this weird pact that we're gonna stay together forever no matter what, because we're scared. The guy takes his clothes off, get in bed. If you're uncomfortable, you could have left. Do you guys see how this doesn't add up? Let's hear what this clown has to say. All she needs is the red nose, white face paint, the red around the eyes. Freaking clown, man.
Because I was naive, I guess. I didn't think that anything was going to happen.
Naive?
My friend was there with me. I had told her not to leave me at any point. She had told me not to leave her with the assistant at any point. I thought that we were going to be fine. I thought I was going to be able to maybe try and get myself comfortable by getting into bed with him and cuddling with him if there was people in the room.
Cuddling? I thought you said he was a... God help me. God bless me. I can tell you, man. God help me. God bless me. God help us all, man. Let's, like I said, guys, earlier, let's bring back the death penalty for false accusers. They'll stop if they see that people are getting the death penalty for falsely accusing someone of a serious crime. People can get 25 years if they're convicted for that kind of crime. If we bring the death penalty for false accusers, guess what? They're gonna stop because they're gonna realize it's a game not worth playing. Why would I falsely accuse somebody if I get found out? I'm going to get the death penalty versus, well, if I falsely accuse somebody, even if it turns out I'm not a liar, I'm still going to be okay. So I'm going to get sympathy, right? I'm going to get some sympathy, even if there's going to be some backlash from the fans, whatever. I'll get some sympathy. And what do females and women adore the most? Attention. They love attention for the most part, 9 times out of 10. So there's not really a consequence for women to just falsely accuse these days. So they're just going to do it. But if you bring the death penalty in... And I know it sounds harsh to some people, but I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of these women doing this. And if it's even worse coming from an OnlyFans person. One of the lowest class people in the world. I have more respect for the janitor than I do for the OnlyFans. I have more respect for the people that work at the car wash. I have more respect for the guy that sweeps the hair in the barbershop. The lunch ladies. Those are hard workers to me. Not this thing.
I just have problems
And how much respect does a person like deserve? None.
of my own. I
hear
have
it.
trauma. This is not the first time that this has happened to me. I was just naive, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I got into bed with him. My friend was there. So was the assistant. I thought I was going to be fine. He starts touching me down there, repeatedly, I keep pushing him off. I keep pushing his hand off. I keep bringing his hand back up to like my waist so that we can just like cuddle, because I'm comfortable with cuddling. I'm not comfortable with putting out with somebody that I don't know. I just met literally for the first time. He's huge, scary, doesn't speak any of my language, and I wasn't comfortable putting out with him because that's just not what I do.
I'm not comfortable putting out on the first day, but I am comfortable selling naked pictures of myself online. Let the tunes begin, man. Guys, we're in that time, man. Vote for Trump. Vote for Donald Trump. Jesus, man. I'm just.
He keeps touching me. I keep pushing him off. Eventually, me and my friend say that we're very tired and we would like to go to sleep.
Why didn't you roll out of bed? You make your own money, right? Roll out of bed. Oh, nah. This is not what I expected it to be. Notice how at every point in turn of her story, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt and saying, okay, why didn't you do this? If you're so uncomfortable when you're getting touched down there, oh, nah, hell no, hell no. Roll out of the bed. You said it earlier. I make my own money, so I don't need this man's money. Roll out of bed. Hey, we're uncomfortable. We're going to get out of here. Buy your own hotel room and go sleep there. You see how easy it is to fix these issues that these accusers have? It's not adding up. It's not.
They turn all the lights off. My friend and the assistant get into bed. It's a queen size bed that they get into. I'm in a queen size bed right next to it with Alex. Me and my friend are on the inside of the bed looking at each other under the blankets. He keeps pulling the blanket over me, keeps trying to touch me. I feel suffocated. I feel uncomfortable. I don't know what to do. I've pushed him off so many times at this point and he's not taking the hint, and these men are clearly not caring about my comfortability. Mind you, again, I don't know what I was thinking. I was naive, I guess. I guess you could say I asked for it by getting into bed with him. I didn't know that this was going to happen. I'm pushing him off of me. He won't get off. He eventually pulls my underwear and my pants down to around like halfway on my thighs, and I push him off again. He gets out of bed. He starts screaming and putting his socks and his clothes on. I'm terrified because I don't know what's happening. My pants are around my legs after I told him no and pushed him off, and he's screaming in another language. Me and my friend are looking at each other, hiding under the blankets, like about to start bawling our eyes out. And he starts telling his translator that he doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him and my friend, and that he wants them to leave. His translator and my friend leave the hotel room. His translator and my friend leave the hotel room. He immediately starts trying to take my clothes off.
Guys, again, you see how it doesn't make any sense, bro? This girl is obviously lying. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. I didn't want to make a final, obviously I was trending towards that, obviously, because like I said, I can look at someone's story early on, look in their eyes, read them a little bit, and be like, oh yeah, they're lying. I'm not saying I'm a superhero, but it's just like, listen, guys, I grew up without social media. You know what I mean? I have a different kind of mindset. I wasn't stuck on Facebook, and I've never had an Instagram in my life. You know what I mean? So, if you were damn near about to get assaulted, right? And this is happening to you. Your pants are down by your ankles, and oh my God. When your friend and his translator's leaving, why didn't you leave also? Are we going to continue to make these liars just run around and just make random stories? She had multiple opportunities to leave if she was so called uncomfortable. Notice how she did not do it, right? She didn't do it at all at any turning point that she claims that, she was so uncomfortable. Why were you still there?
He starts trying to take my socks off. I try to tell him no, because I have blisters on my feet from walking around New York in heels for like 10 hours the night before, and I had band-aids on my blisters, and they were going to get ripped off with my socks. I tried to explain to him, don't take my socks off, please. He didn't understand that. So at that point, I'm like, okay, fuck. I'm in a room with a huge man that doesn't speak English. He's not understanding what I'm saying. He doesn't give a fuck because I've pushed him off so many times, and he doesn't care. And he like got up and screamed and scared me into staying in the room with him and making his assistant and my friend
Yo, notice what she said. I'm telling you guys, you have to watch the turn. There's the more they talk, the more they'll give you the information you need. Scared me into staying in the room. Notice how they'll make it seem like they're just incapable. Oh my god, I was scared to stay in the room with him. Not once did she say, I tried to make a run for the door, they blocked me, they pulled me back. She didn't say that not once. Notice that. Scared me into the room. You remember what she said? Me and my friend made a pact that we're not gonna leave each other's side. How did that happen? Now I'm questioning what's going on with you and your friend. I thought you and your friend said that you guys made a pact where you're gonna stay by each other's side because you guys are both uncomfortable. If that's the case, how did you guys split up on a 2-man? How did that happen? Huh, Meredith? How did that happen? How did you guys split up on a 2-man and you guys said you were uncomfortable so you're gonna stay by each other's side? If you're so uncomfortable when your friend's leaving, that should be the simplest of things. No, I want to stay with my friend. That didn't even happen. So what common sense does this make? You want to know what kind of common sense this makes? None. No common sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. You want to know why? Because she's lying.
The room. At this point, I know what's happening. I've been through this before. I know that it's just easiest if I just shut my mouth, do what I have to, put on whatever performance that I have to make it end.
What?
He puts me on top of him so that we're...
Performance? Is this girl sick in her head? What kind of sick shit is this? Performance? You serious? Even you being on top, you can get up and run away to the door. Every single turning point in this story was an opportunity for her to leave, and she never left, and she claimed she was so uncomfortable. If there's anything I know about women and females, when they're not feeling it, they're out. If there's that many opportunities when they're like, whoa, like it's a creep, you can go on a date with a woman. If she's not feeling you and if she feels like you're a creep, she will not link you ever again. It's not like they started off in the bedroom, guys. Remember, she was around this guy for multiple situations. When women are not feeling you for real, they're gonna leave. I'm not saying I've dealt with 1,000 women in my life, but I've dealt with enough women to understand when they don't rock with you, they're not coming back. So for her to sit here and try to lie like this is crazy. All these opportunities she had to supposedly to leave, and she never took one chance to leave because she was claiming she was uncomfortable, but she stood there throughout all these different events. How? Just how?
I don't know how much of this I'm allowed to say on TikTok. He puts me on top of him so that we are... I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he puts me on top of him so that we're 69ing. I think that it's just gonna be like normal, like he just pressured me into having sex and he scared me into having sex with him. It's whatever, like it's nothing that hasn't happened to me before. Like I'll just, you know, keep it inside like I usually do and just live with it. He starts using multiple of his fingers, forcefully pushing them into my ass.
What the fuck?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not. Everybody's asking for an explanation, so here it is. This is literally just the truth. It's disgusting and embarrassing, and I've tried to make this video so many times, and I keep crying, and I just feel disgusting and humiliated and violated and...
Notice how many times she's saying she's trying to make this video multiple times. Did you go to the police for this crime you claim that happened? Did you? Did you mention the police once? Not once. But that's the day and age we live in, guys. Social media era. It's crazy.
I know people are gonna laugh at me and people are gonna say that I deserved it and think that it's funny what I'm about to say. You can laugh, it's whatever. And like, I just thought that like this would help me heal by talking about it. He's basically fisting my ass at this point. It hurts really bad, and I'm blacking out and disassociating and like just trying not to be there while it's happening. Before his assistant had left the room, I had told him to please tell Alex that I was very nervous. I don't put out on the first time meeting somebody like that.
How about you tell your assistant, tell Alex, I don't want to do this. I'm nervous. Oh my god. This girl is exposing herself the more and more she speaks, man.
Please emphasize to Alex that I'm very nervous. I haven't had sex with a lot of people. I have a lot of sexual trauma.
Okay, so just say that you don't want to do it. Why are you telling him to say that you're nervous, you liar?
I freeze up in the moment, and I am not able to have sex with people like that when I first meet them, and I told his translator to tell him that. Just to be clear also, that picture...
Alright, what do we have next here? Do we have anything else in this?
Yes, he's a hit maker.
We're just gonna mute that. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted for that, but let's read this also. If only she had known what was in store for her that night. It took me a while to find the courage to come out and say this, but I've been struggling so much with my mental health, and I can barely get out of bed these days. It's eating me alive, keeping it inside and not talking about it because I'm scared, but I'm hoping this will help me heal and not feel so alone. I know some people won't believe me and think I'm chasing clout and stuff like that, but I just want to feel normal again, and I'm hoping maybe me finding the courage to, I'm stuttering and shit, and I'm hoping maybe me finding the courage to tell my story is the first step in that direction. If any other women have experienced this, I'm so sorry. You're not alone, and I hope this helps you find your voice again too. Jesus. Okay. Let's see what else is there. Idol, right? Okay, so yeah, he's a light heavyweight champion. Father. Idol, right? Meet Alice Pereira, and effing predator that likes to girls in that. Guys, this is how scary this is. She took the picture with him. All types of stuff. If she was so uncomfortable, guys, she would have left a long time ago. But I mean, this is why you gotta watch the type of woman you decide to deal with. This is why, guys. Like, you can't just deal with any type of woman.
Yes, he's a hit maker.
Come on, man. What the hell, man? Okay, so we pretty much watched that. The final video
asks me
proof, like, what the F kind of allegation is this? Get your ish together.
The only time he spoke English this entire time that I was with him was to ask me to help him put it in. I tried to put it in, but I was nervous.
Why? I mean, do I have to keep on saying it? I'm going to say it again to hammer the point. Again, you say, no, I don't want to, no good, nothing. You're just going to say you're nervous. You try to still do it anyways, and come on. We saw what she said on the video, right? A predator that likes to grape girls in the A. Okay.
So I couldn't. So he did it, and he put it in my ass, and then he assaulted me. Afterwards, he got up, he took a shower, I laid in bed, just kind of like disassociated, not even really like realizing what had just happened. I'm scared as fuck, and I don't know if I can use the shower, and I'm scared to ask him. So I just go to the bathroom and I sit on the toilet for a few minutes while I literally bleed. I come back to bed after going to the bathroom. He kisses me on the forehead and he spoons me to sleep. His translator and my friend came in the next morning, woke us up. I get dressed. They get us an Uber. We go back to our hotel, pack up our stuff. And that's it.
I didn't think this story could get any wild. I'm gonna have an explosion here. This girl had their... Jesus Lord. Oh my Lord. Father God, protect all my men, my brother out there that have dealing with this. Protect them. Please, Father God. I dare. Please protect them. This girl had her... They had their... Oh, look at this. Look at the... Y'all believe this face? Look at this face! People really believe this? Not today. Not on my watch. You're telling me... I said it earlier in this video. Why didn't she just... She had her own money, right? They already had their own hotel room. You telling me you have your own hotel room and you didn't leave and go back? Wow. Wow.
That's what happened. I don't really know what else to say, and I don't really, like, expect everybody to believe me.
He said proof. Where's this proof? We've allowed these women to get so comfortable with falsely accusing with zero proof. In the court of law, you're innocent until proven guilty. We don't just say, yo, this person right here robbed me, and they just go to jail. They have to go to court. Things have to happen. We got to stop allowing these women to just accuse somebody and, oh no, yeah, he's a weirdo. Wow, that happened.
And I knew that nobody was going to believe me just based off of that TikTok that I posted.
Not one time did she mention the police.
I just wasn't expecting as many threatening comments.
All right, y'all. We're gonna end it off there. Not one time did she mention the police, guys. Notice that. Not one time she mentioned the police. I've said what I need to say in this video. I broke it down from top to bottom. If you believe this girl, you're a moron, and you're a part of the problem. You probably voted for Biden or something. You probably want Kamala Harris to be the president of the United States. I know it sounds crazy to hear because you usually, if you hear something more, enough, you'll start to believe it, which are the lies that the media pushes out there, the lies that are all over the place. It's hard to have this kind of mindset that I have and like a clear mindset, conservative mindset where you're like, oh shit, like this is what's really happening, and having your own critical thinking. So I've said enough in this video. Y'all know what to do, man. If you made it to the end of this video, you're a real one. Just simply type real one in the comment section. If you made it this far, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, guys. Obviously, this is not the type of content I wanted to make, but it is involving UFC star and Alex Pereira. Very unfortunate situation. We just gotta pick the woman we deal with more wiser. You know what I mean? This is an OF girl. She doesn't deserve any respect. Why are we messing with her? Let's mess with a girl that is a hard worker. Maybe she works at CVS or Walmart or somewhere. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.